Hope it was Power here with a review of the I don't know the exact name for this. I'm going to call it the Kamen Rider Kuuga Ridewatch Ridewatch book. If I do find the exact title of this, it will be in the description, but I'm going to call it the Kuuga Mook. Basically, this is a thing that got released in, I think, late January, and as you can see here, it includes the Kuuga Amazing Mighty Ridewatch, as we're gonna look here, just like our Televicun Paradox one. You have to build this one also. So Amazing Mighty is one out of the 6 buildable ones, which is why I kind of got it, and also just because this is pretty neat. So I don't know who's the distributor of this or anything. I literally don't have any information here. As you can see in the top half, you get Kuuga Amazing Mighty, a new hero, new legend, all the grungy language, Kamen Rider Zi-O. Down here you get Zi-O himself and then the Kuuga armor. I thought they were gonna try to make it so like this is their representation of like the Amazing Mighty armor, but then I realized if it were then I'm pretty sure the visor would read out Amazing and not Kuuga. So yeah, it literally took me a while to like figure out if this was supposed to be the Kuuga armor or like the presumed Amazing Mighty armor, but it wouldn't be that difficult, honestly. They just had to color all the red to black. The left or the right spine, again, it's just Kuuga, Amazing Mighty, and Zi-O. Same side on the left. The back just advertises the Ridewatch. I think they took this from the Blu-ray, and this cost $20 initially, but I got this off of Amazon, so I got it for $17. So I got it for a good price. See, I think this is the main title of the book. It's the Kamen Rider Kuuga, I want to say Ridewatch book. Yeah, Ridewatch book. So I think I might stick with that title. And yeah, okay, so it actually says when this got released, January 26, 2019. Obviously it's printed in Japanese, made in China and such, and yeah. So we're actually gonna look through the book, just even though I'm technically not supposed to, because that's, you know, you're supposed to make people buy it, not show them everything. But this is a really neat book to go through, and I guess just to show, not just show the insert, but like, this whole part is the Mook. This is the box for this thing. Literally, like, Amazing Mighty is like this much of the box. So that's pretty fun. But anyways, let's go book through. Let's go page through the Mook. So the first 2 pages, as we can see here, are just technically a brief introduction or a brief splash on Zi-O and Gates. As you can see, both Sogo and Gates there. Gates is kind of getting glared. This is specifically taken from episode 9 because Gates obtained a wizard. As you can see here, all the ride watches. Might actually raise this up, honestly. That might be too much, but yeah, okay, that works a lot better. And it's probably just because my lights are a bit too bright, but I still think I'm gonna have the same glaring issue. Yeah, so I might as well just I apologize. But as you can see here, you got all the main 20 Heisei riders. Now you can't even see it. On this side, you got, obviously Kuuga's not pictured. Kuuga's not pictured here because that's what this whole MOOC is about, but then you get Agito, Ryuki, Fai's Blade, Hibiki, Kabuto, Den-O, Kiba, Decade, and then double O's, fours, Wizard, Gaim, Drive, Ghost, X-Aid, Build, and Zi-O. Initially I thought this was supposed to be all first episode occurrences, but it's not. For Gaim, Ghost, X-Aid, and Build are. Surprisingly with Zi-O, they took the Gaim arc. Hibiki, this is episode 11. Ryuki, this is earlier on. It's trying to focus on gates. Kabuto, I'm not really sure, and again, I feel like that gate's fighting a worm. So, Gates Ridewatch, Kuuga Driver, Zi-O Ridewatch, Kuuga Driver. And obviously this is the cover page, but then also, like, if you really want to know the front of this page is just white, because this front page is like glued onto the cover page. So that's basically it for that. I might make this 20 minutes because I suck like that. This page is just a brief overview on Amazing Mighty, or just a highlight of it. You can see the original Kuuga, the Ridewatch, growing form, and then Kuuga's base forms: Mighty form, Dragon form, Pegasus form, and Titan form. You can see Kuuga doing the Mighty kick there. And then here we got the rising forms, I think in their respective debut in order. Power of Gold, the powers of Gold. So obviously Titan debuted first, and then Pegasus, and then Rising Dragon and Rising Mighty. And then here's Amazing Mighty, and then here's Ultimate Form, and then there's Black Eyes Kuuga. Was that actually in the series? I thought that was only in Decade, but we get a nice picture of Ultimate Form. They even have the blood mark of the Grungy, or like, of the Kuuga mark, and I really like that. This book is really, like, nice. Kuuga's bikes, so you get the Tri Chaser 2000, the Beat Chaser 2000. You get, what? I was gonna say Gormo. Goram. So, which is pretty cool. Godai Yusuke, obviously, gets his own page. Again, this is just really nice. Then, you got a page of all the side characters, which is really, really nice. And then, this is the page of all the Grungies. So, I think this page is all the main ones, or I think these two pages are all the main ones. I cannot name them all, honestly, but, where's the bat guy? He's probably up there. Then here are the, like, monster, or the Grungies of the week. So, like, you know, there's the guy that drove the bus backwards. There's the Ichigo, like, one, and I would honestly not be able to list the other ones. Again, I'm sorry for the presentation of this. It's pretty terrible. And then these pages are just simply like an overview of what the series was. So what I assume is that these are each form's debut. So obviously this is episode 1. So this is growing form's debut. This is Mighty form's debut. Dragon forms, Pegasus form, Titan forms, and then just some, I think his first encounter with him, I believe. I think this is growing form actually doing the kick. This is probably their debuts. Goram. Rising Mighty's kick. This iconic episode. Another iconic finisher. And then I think this is the debut of Titan being able to use 2 swords, and then this picture is actually Rising Mighty. This picture was just Mighty, right? Yeah, this one's just Mighty. This one's Rising Mighty, and then the last page covers Ultimate. So like the last 3 episodes. And yeah, that's basically it of the MOOC. It's 20 pages long, which I don't know if that was a coincidence or they actually purposely made it 20 because of 20th anniversary and such. And now we reached to the cover of the box, technically. So we got Zi-O, Amazing Mighty, and then the Ridewatch itself. So Kamen Rider Zi-O, Kamen Rider Kuuga, Armor Time, I believe that is what it is. And then all the warnings and such. So Bandai, and yeah, so I'm sorry for going over this. It's just that I really like this. It's a really brief like overview of Kuuga, and obviously if you're a fan of Kuuga, it's highly recommendable. So putting ourselves back down, let's look at the Amazing Mighty Ridewatch. Just like the Paradox one I covered, you had to build this one, but the sticker they changed because they like got rid of the full circle and just had the mandatory part. And also obviously they're a bit differently proportioned, but I just realized with my Paradox one, it's actually off like a significant amount because I have too much space on this side, and it doesn't reach the bottom at all. So mine's crooked. So I kind of found that to be funny. With this one, I fixed it, even though I didn't know that until I finished applying this one, but this one actually does seem like it fits. So, to compare with the original Kuuga Ridewatch, it's basically the same, it's just that they switched the secondary color to the main base and made this purely black, which I don't think we have a Ridewatch that's just purely black, because technically, if we did get a normal DX version of Decade, I'm pretty sure his would have been black, or they probably would have made this translucent, but I think Amazing Mighty is our first one, or like, I'm pretty sure, like, he's my first one, at least, that it's just purely black, so that's pretty neat. Reset button, the QR code for Butaba Gamba to summon him, and then the track number is 032, so he's going to do the same, he's going to trigger the same screen as Kuuga, just because it's Kuuga, so the form ones don't really matter, honestly. And obviously he has the button. And I also just forgot to mention that the thing that's different between these ones and along with the campaign ones and the Gashpon Candy Toy ones is that they actually get to keep their like most Ridewatches, like Kuuga. His secondary color is like gold, so then these buttons will actually retain to that color, but then you know, like just poke attack. So like as you can see here, his button is still the color of the main base. So that's really one of my gripes with the Gashpon and Candy Toy ones. They're more cheaply produced. So I do like the fact with the buildable ones / campaign ones there, these buttons here are still the color of this, but then the thing with their tracks is that they're also the color of this, which I think that makes them unique. And also the reset button too. Again, I'm taking too long. It's just I overviewed the book too much. So obviously the typical Ridewatch announcement. So we will just go over the sounds. So while that does feel like it's kind of abruptly ending, it does work because of the fact Kuuga's a power up, or it's a form Ridewatch, so it doesn't involve the ticking. So the same transformation as Kuuga, just more emphasis on the lightning aspect of it, which I do really like. And amazing! So let's get the Jigger Driver. So here we have it here. Let me raise this up by 1. So then, obviously we gotta hold this in. So obviously it's still red. So basically what they did with his jingle is that they kind of shortened the beginning. They kind of got to it right away and just ended it off with the lightning, which I do like. But then it does kind of make the screen kind of just stay there for a few seconds awkwardly because of the fact it's already finished. Anyways, time break. So we get the amazing time break, amazing obviously coming from Amazing Mighty. So that's it for that. And last but not least, we will just get the Decade Ridewatch because why not? So yeah, that's basically it for this whole set. And overall, like, it's a really neat set. Just because of the fact that, like, it technically wasn't needed, but, like, I like the fact they did release it because it's a really neat look on Kuuga. I really like all the information they put into it, even though I can't read it, obviously, but I do like that, like, they don't disregard anything, that it's just a general overview of the series as a whole. Obviously, a bit of emphasis on Amazing Mighty, despite it only appearing, like, technically 1 episode, but it's really nice to have an obscure form to actually get, like, a Ridewatch, because Amazing Mighty is my favorite version of Mighty form, just because of what it can do and such. And yeah, so that's kind of why I really wanted to get the set. Also, it was really cheap. I got it off of Amazon for like $18 or so. Yeah, it's $3 more than what Mandarake has it. But I'd rather get it for 18 and get free shipping than like get it for 15 and like you probably have to pay like 20 more for shipping. So if you could get your hands on this, then I do recommend it. But it's not it's not mandatory, but I do like the fact Kuuga did get another Ridewatch because I do feel like he will get the shaft of extra Ridewatches just because of the fact they technically don't have a lot they can do with him. But yeah, I don't really have any complaints. Like, I feel like a lot of people might complain about the fact that the Mook is literally attached to the box. I actually do find this to be really interesting. The thing I'm trying to figure out is, like, how exactly am I going to, like, where am I going to place this? Because it's like, do I consider it a Mook or a box? So, yeah, that's basically it for this. Again, I really adore what they did with this. It's really neat. I think, like, if you haven't watched Kuuga and could read it, then yeah, I guess it's decent. But obviously, if you saw the series, it's a really nice Mook. I'll say it's basically a more generalized version of the Mook, of the Rider Mook they have already done with Kuuga, presumably. Just like the Sentai Mooks that they've been doing recently. I think they did Rider before them, but I think Sentai has just been, like, like, uphanding, like, the Rider ones because of the fact they like have interviews of like one cast member and such. I'm not sure if the Rider ones did that, and plus I think they don't do the Rider ones anymore. So if you don't want to get that Kuuga look, but you still want some representation of Kuuga physicality, then just get this. Sorry for making this 20 minutes, but I just had to go over this. So that's basically it for this review. So this is PowerRider, and I'll leave you people.